All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 大家晚上好. Good evening, guys. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. All right. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. All right. So I can see the comments. Hello, Samuel. Hello, Gary. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Sean. Hello, JZ. Hello, Shohairi. Hello, Alion. Good to see every one of you here. And today we have a very special guest with us, and his name is Jay. All right, Jay, and he's gonna sing us a song later.
I'm gonna sing a happy birthday song to you.
All right, can you hear all of us? Right, can hear, right? Okay, good to see every one of you here. So right now we have about 94 people in the room right now. So you guys are really watching us, not going to watch Netflix, is it? So I assume you think that we are more interesting to watch, is it? Okay, hello, good. I think there are a lot of you here, right? So thank you for tuning in. All right, today is a Friday evening, 30th of April, 11:34 p.m. And today the market is down right now. Okay. All right, we have hit 100 people in the Facebook Live already. Okay. And since we have quite a number of people here, right? So let me just want to share with you, let me see. Okay, let me share my screen right now. I know it can be a little bit early now, but our Market Insights Virtual Summit, right, is going to be held on the July 10 and 11. All right, so our keynote speakers will be Tom Basso and Michael Covell. All right, Tom Basso, of course, is the original market wizards, and of course, we have Michael Covell, a best-selling author of this trend-following book. Okay, so let me share the link in the comments. I believe some of you guys might have already registered this event. Okay, so I just want to share with you in case you are new to MarketWise Asia, or you've really forgotten whether you have registered for this event or not. Okay, so no issues. All right, if you've forgotten, never mind. Just go ahead and register for this event again. Okay, I've already posted the link in the comments already. Let me try to get this bit.ly link. I think it's easier for you to download, as in to register for this event. Okay, let me try to share again the link. Anthony is saying your hair is still standing at this time.
Yes. All the time.
Jay can stand better. See, my hair is very flat. I cannot stand.
That sounds very wrong.
I cannot stand. Okay, it's too late already. I think Jay can still stand better than me. All right. Anyway, yeah. All right. So tonight is more of a very casual session. Okay. So for those who don't know, Jay is the founder of Swim Trading, also a good friend of mine, and he's also a regular speaker at the Market Insights Virtual Summit. And I always call him the stock guru because I learned quite a number of things from him. Also, sector rotation, and finding all the strong industry, how to trade all the stocks, good stocks, and all this stuff. A lot of stuff come from him. So learn from the real Sifu. Okay. Yeah.
Anyhow.
So Jay, so what's in store for you today? I want to share with you. What I'm going to share with them later today. Yeah.
All right, we'll be looking at some. I know today, I'm clicking around while you're talking because I'm looking at the market right now. It's down about ranging from 0.4 to 0.7% January throughout. So you guys might be thinking, why? How come not like a few months ago, right? I buy anything close eye, then the market rally. So probably I'm going to shed some light regarding that, and also where are the opportunities, where are the strong stocks, the strong industry, how do we find them? I think that would be enough for our midnight market chatter, and
Yes.
it
So
will be interesting.
I think I will pass the stage to Jay first, but later I will be sharing. I have some interesting things to share about Tesla. I know Tesla is always the hot favorite stock for a lot of you here, right? So how many of you are interested to know more about Tesla again? Recently, Tesla has been going up, down, ping, ping, pong, pong, ping, ping, pong, pong, you see? So if you're interested, to hear our views on Tesla, please type in the comments Tesla, then I will share. If you don't type, then I don't share. All right, so just engage with us. So if you are with about 130 of you here, right? So just a favor to ask from you guys. So please like our comment, share or comment, and give us a like, because this is to tell Facebook that you want to engage with us, you like our content, and you want to hear more of MarketWise Asia in the future. Because if you don't engage with us, if you don't like us, right, Facebook will think that you don't like us, and you share lesser and lesser of our content on your feed in the future. So please give us a like on Facebook. Liking is free now, okay? So please give us a like. All right, so Jay, I will just pass the stage to you right now. Let me share your screen.
Wow,
okay.
So fast.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Good evening, guys. Today my energy not as high because I'm running a sore throat. So you see my voice is sexier, is lower. So I'm not gonna sing tonight. Don't worry. If I sing later, will rain already. So I'm definitely gonna sing. So all right. Thank you, guys. And tonight I'm looking at a very red market. That's probably why some of you are showing the angry face right now. Oh no, the whole thing going down. What should we do?
Angry face?
I
didn't see angry face.
You didn't see? I think I saw, but never mind. Okay, so this is the heat map from Thinkorswim. I'm using Thinkorswim. This is my main broker. So on the heat map right now, I always like to look at overall where the market is going. So it is really just red lah. It's really just red. Very hard to find a green spot. There is one over there, SCO. I don't know what the ETF does, but yeah, that is a green spot. Apart from that, it's all red. Then if you look at the S&P 500, let me see sector indices. Wait, let me key into the public. Wait, over here, this one. Wait, why are we download? Okay, here. Sorry. So on the New York Stock Exchange, so this is where generally rest of the rest of the industry, all the stocks will be apart from technology. Mainly the technology will be a Nasdaq Composite. Usually there. The rest of the stocks, the whole other world of it is all over here. We can see that NIO today is not bad. Today NIO is quite bullish. So over here, if we look at NIO,
is up 4.28%.
Yeah, it's earnings, and it's a surprise earnings. So it beat the earnings. Then not bad in that sense. Is it not bad, or is it surprise? Estimate as reported. In fact, I think it's worse, right?
It's worse.
It's worse. It's worse. It's worse. And then the earnings and then the price performance go up. This tells you that this market is just irrational in that sense, because if earnings good, right, then the stock fly. Then earnings bad, the stock will tank. This is the general connotation, and I think what the market has pointed out, or what I've observed from the market in the last 10 years, is that earnings is not as straightforward. It's not like, in our school, we study, we will usually get an A for our exam. Then we don't study, then usually we fail. It's not this kind of straightforward information, because information like this, right, it is public, it is all around. So it is in my deep belief that when we use information like this, we do not have any edge. And it is important for a trader to have an edge in the market. If not, if there is no long-term edge, right, then the trader will just trade to ruins in the long run. So this is a classic example of why earnings good doesn't mean stock price will fly. And what earnings bad doesn't mean stock price will tank. Okay, it's all about expectation before that, all about the actions that were taken before that versus the expectation. Then, it's like that. Wow, this is worse than before. That's where the resultant action will come in. It's all about expectation, guys. So if you agree, right, can you just type the word expectations? Okay, just help us comment expectations. And these expectations, right, is very, very hard to qualify or very hard to quantify. You can't be possibly going around, right, asking everybody, hey, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, we can have a sample size. We can ask like for example, right now we got 160 of you. We can ask 160 people, but there are millions of traders around the world. We cannot be asking every single one. So what my approach will be, right, is always to look at the price. If price doesn't break a certain level, it tells me about where the expensive price is. If price doesn't fall below a certain level, it tells me that there are people who are buying at near that level. So it tells me the relative cheapness and expensiveness, okay, per se of a stock. And I react to that rather than I react to the common information that is found everywhere else. All right. So and I think let me deviate a little bit. I know some of you guys that are watching now tonight may be thinking, hey, how come Jay never go live for so long? You know why not? Because Alex every night go live. Every now and then he go live. Then I'm like, I wanted to go live and I see Alex still live. Don't clash with him. Let him talk. If not, y'all will be at a crossroad, like, shit, should I go here? Should I go there?
Because our audience are quite similar. So he was thinking that, better don't clash, then we cannibalize each other, you see. So in that case, right, I will speak lesser and let Jay speak more in the future. Okay?
No, that's why I propose, like, hey, why not like that? We just do one together. That's better, right? Guys, is this better or not? If it's better, is good, can you just help us type a good in the comment? All right.
Or is it better that both of us are in this called late night market talk together, so we can continue to chit chat more in the future if there's a pretty good response? Yeah, so far I think it's pretty good response. Right now we have 160 people. So you guys are really not watching Netflix. Okay. So right. I guess we are more interesting.
Okay, so on the market itself, right? This is the market screen when I'm looking at intraday. I believe this is the first time that you guys are seeing me using this. So I thought, hey, since we are doing this live together, it's a special event. I can speak together with my Sifu. So so I can show this some of the things that I've not shown before. All right. Looking at this market right now, currently, obviously on the intraday, we are looking at a bounce off the pivot over here. So on S&P 500, it's 4175, and previously I was looking at a bounce off the level here. This was on Dow. Dow is at 33,700. So there's bound to be some involvement, some reaction over there on the pivot. So that's on the futures. Looking at the internals or the market internals, right? VIX is climbing up. Okay, VIX is at 18. So this is also in common. This is quite common with when the market comes down, because VIX measures the options activity on the S&P 500 counters. So naturally, when the index comes down, then the hedging activity will go up. Unlike retail traders like us, we have an option of stay in cash or be in position. For institution, they can't just withdraw billions and trillions of dollars combined into cash. Then the whole system will collapse. They can't do that. So they just have to hedge. And looking by this, right, is this day bearish? I would think so, obviously, because if you look at the trend is pointing up. Overall tick is also below, so there's more downtick than uptick. The trend is also anyway. If you have no idea how to like what this represents, just go and Google trend. What does it tell you? Okay, it tells you
TRIN. Okay,
correct, TRIN. So you just go and Google
in the comments.
Yeah, great. So Marcus is asking, can this be slightly earlier, like 10? Leave that to Alex. Hey, bro, if not, I tell you what, one of us do at 10, the other one do at 11:30. Then we take turn.
By the way, I think if you guys are watching my Facebook Live for quite some time, you know what I like to do at 11:30 p.m. It is not because I like 11:30 p.m. It is because it's the time where my girl, has slept already, so it's a convenient time for me. So earlier than 10, it's a bit difficult for me to go live. She'll be screaming around, shouting around, want me to play with her, want me to watch TV, watch YouTube, that kind. So it's a bit difficult. So my best timing is actually normally after 11 p.m.
Yeah. All right. Young parents will understand that. So is my girl. By the way, our daughter are like, I think 3 months apart only. Yeah.
2 months.
2 months apart. Yes. So relatively same age, the same stage. Okay. The horrible 3 stage. The terrible 2
I guess Jay will exactly know how I feel. We know each other we are going through the same stage right now.
Okay? Yeah. So on the market breadth itself, pretty reasonable breadth for a bear market, because we are looking at the up volume versus down volume. It is being outgunned. The down volume, it's 2.6 times of the up volume on New York Stock Exchange. On Nasdaq is about there. Okay, I'm going to shed some light about Nasdaq later, because Nasdaq is where the it seems to be rotating in recently, especially hardware. Hardware is super strong, right? Later I will share with you more about how I derive on all this. Then if you look at the advances decliners on both the exchange, right? The ratio is really healthy, supporting a bear market, or rather supporting a day that is a bearish day. So the bonds are also going up. So there's nothing to doubt about this market. Is it like a false, like a false breakdown or anything? In fact, I think that I've been sharing this with my community of traders, right? That recently the breadth has been super high. All right, the breadth is super high, and every time the market behave like a rubber band. So it's a rubber band that you cannot break, so we can stretch the rubber band, and there's a max that we can stretch, and eventually if we let go, right, the rubber band will just comes back to the normal, which is reversal to mean in this sense. So right now there's a movement that is so outstretched, the rubber band is already stretched all the way so high, right? And when you let go, guess what? It's going to come back. So come back to where? Is it a market crash? Well, I don't think it's a market crash, but I do think we are due for a pullback. And this is the reason why I think, we are quite sluggish when we look at the market right now. Is unlike last year, unlike earlier this year, before Chinese New Year, whereby you close two eye, you buy any stock, it will just break out and fly, and literally fly. If you don't get 20%, you're a failure, that kind of thing. Right now is you break out, you buy, the next day you're happy. On the third day, you become very sad because it comes back to your entry price. On the fourth or fifth day, it will go below your entry price, and then you'll be thinking, should I cut loss? Should I cut loss? Wow, how? That's the market we are in right now. And how do we know that? Well, one of the breadth that I'm looking at, okay, this is just one of them. All right. This one doesn't point out too much. The breadth, you can see the high that time was at February. So if you compare this to ES, right, in February period, it was here lah. Then after that, it did a pullback, okay, over there. Then currently the market is just running. And if you're looking at the breadth, right, it is considered healthy, okay, considered healthy on the broad market. But on the S&P 500, okay, on the S&P 500, just let me pull that out. Just want to share this with you. Okay, it is worth noting. It is worth noting. Don't care about what X and O and whatever lah. Okay, this is point and figure charting. Both Alex and myself, we studied this when we are taking the Certified Financial Technician exam. But over here, what this tells you, right, is literally the S&P 500 percentage of stocks that are above the 200 days moving average. So this is slightly longer term in nature, and this number is what worries me. Okay, guys, can you see the number over here? Can see, right? Can you just type 95? Can you just help me type 95.19, 9519? Okay, just help me type this in the comment section. So what this tells you? This tells you that 95% of the stocks in S&P are above the 200 days moving average. So how many more stocks, how many more percent can join them? 4.81%, 4.81%, or less than 5%, right? Less than 5% can join them. So this is akin to what? Let me give you an analogy. Most of our car have 180 kmh electronic speed limiter, right? Correct or not? So let me just put it in this analogy for you. If you drive, right, most of our car will have 180 kmh electronic speed limiter. So have you all tested what happened if you hit 180 km per hour? Then have you all tested? Don't go and test. I tested before. It's not a nice experience. Your car will just shut off, right? You'll be like, hey, how come the car shut off already? Then you have to, while going at 180. So this is right now what the market is doing. Imagine the market is already going at 170 kmh. And every time it approaches near the maximum, 180, then it comes down a little bit. Every time it approaches the maximum, it comes down a little bit. So exactly this is what the market is doing. So many, or majority of the stocks are already there, correct or not? They are already bullish already. How many more can join them? Okay, out of S&P 500, then what is the next best choice? Next best choice will be the small cap, which is on Russell 2000. So that's why you see ever since November, the Russell 2000 is leading the rest of the big companies by at least twice, right? So this is what's happening on the broad market right now. And this is the reason why, right, it is not the market for breakout. It is not a market for the kind of breakout trade. It is not the kind of market whereby you close two eyes, you get a breakout, you buy, and then you, yay, 20%, yay, 50%. That was last year. Last year was like that. And this year, it is not. All right, this year is not. This year is just is perpetually up here. I'm literally waiting for it to come down, because when it comes down, then yes, breakout market makes more sense. If it doesn't come down, ayo, like cha-cha, you know, you go 2 step, you come back 1 step, go 2 step, come back 1 step. Then you're like, oh, very frustrated. That's why sometimes you're in a position, right? You have to plan for what, you know, just plan for a longer duration. If not, just wait for a longer pullback, right? Just wait for a deeper pullback and then you get on. So there are some times that you can stay out of the market. Doesn't mean every week you have to trade on. That's the advantage and the privilege of being a retail trader. As a professional trader, you got no choice. You have to trade. You report to work, you trade. You have money in your account beyond the cash threshold, you have to deploy it. You can't say, hey, I hold in cash. We can. So make use of that advantage. Okay, guys, so far does it make sense? Are you getting good information? If it is good, can you just help me type good in the chat? All right, so these are some things that I've not shared publicly before. Yeah, so tonight is the first time that you're hearing from me. Bullish percentage SPX, yes, that's one. That one tells me the medium term. The way you read it is one of the same. Is almost the same. So Marcus, hopefully I answered the question over there. All right. So this is why, right, the market is not a breakout mode right now. So what should we do? Focus on the stronger companies, focus on where the money is flowing into, and give it some time. Okay, give it some time while expecting that, you know, I don't want to break out. If I want to wait for a pullback, that is a more attractive valuation. That is a much safer avenue or choice for me to deploy my funds. At least this is the way that I'm looking at the market right now. All right. So, okay, Ken, Alex, anything to add?
Nothing. You're doing fantastic. So we can continue. I'll continue to listen from you first.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Meanwhile, guys, if you have got any questions, right? I see common names. Ryan. Hey, Ryan. I think you were in Terrence live just now, right? You marathon live.
Right.
Wee Chong. So good to see all of you. Okay, common names. As in familiar names.
Has Terrence live ended already?
Yeah. I think ended before.
Ended already. Oh, by the way, I just met Terrence Tan from the Impossible Investor just I think yesterday. Yeah. So also one of the regular speakers at the Market Insights Virtual Summit. So I believe you'll be speaking at the upcoming Market Insights Virtual Summit also. All very good, you know, lao jiao traders around me. All right.
All right. So on on the S&P 500 right now, I suppose you guys are not foreign to my approach. My approach is always to look at the big picture first. Then I look at the key levels. Then how prices react along these key levels. So I refer to one of Alex's favorite tool, which is Pivot. In fact, I picked Pivot off from Alex. Okay, before I knew him, I wasn't using Pivot. Then I realized that, oh yeah, he's using the monthly Pivot, and the Pivot really more often than not, you see some reaction over there. All right, you will see some reaction over there. And where is the next level that I'm gunning for on the S&P 500? This one I'm looking at futures. So if you are looking at the spot price, do note that the price, there's a small difference. You see over here is about 7-point difference. So the movement in percentage more or less the same, but the point difference that will be there. Okay, so do note this. The next level that I'm looking at is SPX, or this one is 4150 zone. Okay, 4150. Can everyone just let me type this in the chat? SPX 4150. So right now, right, this level is very interesting. Why? Because this is where the previous area. So let me just break down from a layman point of view. You know, everyone wants a breakout, right? And then right now we have got a breakout. So over here, this is the previous resistance. So the previous resistance over here. And everybody who wants to place a breakout order would be placing it somewhere here. So guys, do you agree? If you agree, can you just help me type BO? Okay, just help me type BO. Most of the people will buy the breakout over here. And where will they place their stop loss? Don't need to see the stop loss here. 70% of the stop loss will be there. At the swing low, you minus 1 tick, 2 tick, 10 ticks, or 1 ATR. 70-80% of the stop loss will be here. It's so obvious, right? Blind man also can see. So if this market is to continuously going bullish, okay, it is good. If it's going to be bullish moving forward, it is in my view that when it comes down, right, at least this R2 level, 4150 zone, it must hold. If it doesn't hold, right, there is a very good chance that it will come down and trigger out the stop losses first. Okay, the stop losses may not be here. It may be on SPY ETF. It's the same thing. where will people place the stop loss? Obvious area law. 70% of the stop loss will be here. All right. And looking at this, right, if you were to look at the percentage drop from where it is right now to here, it's barely even a 2% drop. So it is not say, wow, deep wow, pain No lah, just 2% only lah. So I always got this saying, and I always share this with my students. If a 2% drop on the market and your portfolio drops like 20%, right, something is very wrong with your portfolio. So do spread out some of the choices lah. Don't everything all whack one industry, everything all whack one sector. Then when the sector pulls back or the overall market pulls back, base everything down, everything red color.
That sounds like Tesla.
Yes. And ideally, right, what would really I know some of you guys are also thinking sell in May and go away, right? Sell in May and go away lah. So the fact is I do not look at any of this self-fulfilling prophecy. In fact, if you go and do a back test, right, in the last 15 years, most of the May goes up instead of coming down. It is only the June, July period that comes down. So what would really interest me for me to be more aggressive when it comes to be buying? So right now, market is like, this is the max bid. Now we are here, right? All up there already. Then how? Where is the point that, I would be very interested to come in and shop and buy? It will be 3950. This is far. Okay, this is really far. 200 points away. So this one has to be a much deeper pullback, which if you look from a percentage point of view, from where it is right now, this one far. This one is about 6%. Even so, it's not like a 10% end of world kind of thing, It's like 6% pain. But at that level, it would really attract me to be, or give me the conviction to be more aggressive. Like, hey, this is an attractive price. This makes sense. I'm going to buy now. I'm not going to buy when it's up there right now. Because right now, you do breakout. You are just asking your heart to be broken into many pieces, right? So this is what I see here. So guys, to clarify, right? So currently 4150. Can you just help me key in these two numbers so that you memorize, or rather, so that you can remember? 4150, 3950. 3950, I will be aggressive. Yes, buy everything, buy strong stock, sell everything and buy. Okay, sell every other thing and then buy the strong stock. But at 4150, I see, okay, hold, then I will still trade small only. Why? Because market's still up there. The breath is still so high. I don't know how to chase this market. It's very frustrating, It's like, go leh, hello, I buy already, then don't go, what piang. Okay, so key in these two numbers, 4150, 3950. Okay, and great, guys. Any questions so far?
I think there's Marcus asking this question. The pivot that you use, something like the SVE pivots from Think or Swim chart. Okay, for Think or Swim chart, I try to use the normal pivots from Think or Swim. Somehow I just cannot get it work. So I'm using the Pearson pivot from Think or Swim. Somehow it works.
Correct. Person's pivot.
Are you using the Pearson pivot also?
I think mine is a custom script, if I'm not wrong. My let me see. Pivot points. Mine is a custom script.
Custom script. So
yeah.
Yes. So Marcus, so use the Pearson pivot. PEARSON.
I think
how do you pronounce Pearson or Pearson? Okay, just Pearson pivot. Just search on Think or Swim platform. Okay. So I'm using that on the Think or Swim. Yeah. So somehow I just couldn't get a normal standard pivot to work on Think or Swim. But for trading view, use the traditional pivot point. Yep. I hope that answer your question.
Yeah, and good, right? Okay, right. Tomorrow buy Alan is
4150.
Tomorrow buy 4D, 4150 and 3950.
3950.
Then if you kena first price, second price, right? Please find both of us and treat us to a good meal, okay? So okay, the reason why I say 3950 is not because what Feng Shui Master tell me or some crystal ball. It's because this was the previous structure. So looking at the previous structure, right? This is where previously, with the information given, people find that, and not too long ago, this was just in February, people find that at the price 3950, it is considered to be expensive. So this is a fresh leg of breakout. And if you understand how market works, right? When there is a fresh breakout, I want to see a retest. So just like previously, you see there's a breakout, I want to see a retest. Retest failure, wash out, collect stops. Okay, so same thing, breakout, then don't have, wash out. In this time, yeah, the stops a bit deeper lah, so they didn't collect all the way until below lah. But the market goes on in wave lah. So these up wave have been there for a while. I would say all the way the whole of April. And it is no surprise because April, by anything, right? By anything, if you look at April, so if you look at April itself, do I have SPY here? I believe I don't. Okay, later let me share with you what is this. Okay, but April, if you look at it, is mostly green. Okay, if you look at April itself, right, it is mostly green. So across all the sectors, the main 11 sectors, you can see that mostly are green. So what does it tell you? April and November, these are the two main periods whereby if you want a market to be bullish, these 2 months are your best bet. These 2 months are your best chances. Okay. So I do have research like this. Okay. And these are the things that I don't share out in public that often. Right. So in April, definitely is going on. Definitely going. So why am I gunning for the 3950? Because that's where this on a weekly chart, this is where it's a frost, it's a fresh leg. And then how long more can it go? At most you go to the top here, 427, 427.5 to 43. Then this is one scenario. Another scenario is I will want it to come back and retest this. As deep as it is, this is about minus 6%. It should be pain, but it shouldn't be catastrophic, like, wow, half my account gone, that kind of thing. All right. So it should be pain. And if it does a retest over here and bounces off, I will have a lot more conviction that, okay, now I'm no longer operating at a capacity. I have some room that I can go, and I will be a lot more motivated to buy there. And this is the reason why I say I will wait. I wait there. If it comes down, I'll be aggressive. Right now, I'm not aggressive. I'm just okay, trade small, just like that. So there are times you must know when to be aggressive and strong. There are times you need to know, okay, this is not my fight. Let me just take a step back. As long as I don't die, good enough lah. So yeah you must know how to pace yourself in this sense when it comes to the market. If you want to last for a long time if not, you feel very frustrated and you just go all in, then after you blow up, then bye, that's it, right? So this is what I'm seeing on the market right now. Alex?
Okay, so we are just talking about today. All right, let me try to share with you my screen today. Let me see. Okay, so this is all right. So just now, Jay mentioned about the AD line. So this is advanced decline. So basically, it's about the number of percentage. There's advancing number of stocks versus the declining stocks. All right. So I also normally don't really share this. Okay, but of course, this method also I don't really. It's not my own. It's not proprietary. Okay, I learned it actually from SMB Capital. So for those who don't know, SMB is a proprietary trading company in the US by Mike Malafore. So he actually, one of the videos inside SMB Capital, he mentioned about this indicator called the ADD, or the advanced decline. Okay, so just want to share with you. So normally he used the SPY, the S&P 500. I hope you guys can see. Let me try to use candles, right? I think you can see better. Right, so candles. All right, so it works more like a divergence now. Okay, so today's market, you can see is coming down right over here, right? Over here, right? This is the S&P, SPY, S&P 500 companies. All right, but you can see the overall market, the AD, the advanced versus the decline. Can you see there's a divergence over here? At this point in time, this is, although the index is coming down, all right, but the AD line is actually going up over here. So there's a divergence over here. So which means that, right, the overall, the whole market is not as weak as it is for today. So this is a 1 minute chart. This 1 minute chart. So potentially it can tell you that the market is not as weak as it is. It's only the big companies, the main caps, as in the main stock, as in the very big companies that comprise of the S&P 500. Because you know that the S&P 500 is a market weighted cap, so all the big companies constitute a very large percentage of this index. So, but there are thousands of stocks out there, but it's not listed in the as in it is not listed there. So yeah, so this is a divergence. So it seems that the market is not that we can see after that. Subsequently, the market start to recover a bit higher already. So sometimes I also use that to check the market breadth for today, for the current day. So I hope this is something that you are learning something new today. So I think you can go and search from SMB Capital under YouTube, talk about the market breadth or whatever. You can find this video talking about this AD and declining indicator. The ADD, basically, okay, use the ADD indicator on TradingView. All right. So are you guys learning something? If you guys are learning something, please type yes in the comments. So I repeat one more time. So for today, this is a classic textbook example. But not every day you have this kind of example, divergence example. So somehow today it has. So I repeat again. So market, the index is coming down. This is a 1 minute chart. All right. But the AD chart is heading higher. So there's a divergence. So it signals that the market inherently is not that as weak as it seems from the index. All right. Anything to add, Jay?
No, this is something that I am learning from you again.
Learn from SMB Capital, right?
Yeah. Ethan is asking, he's looking at my watch list. Why do I prefer to look at the ticker 1 plus, for example, like Bitcoin versus BTC USD? Okay, the only reason is because I consider quite a fair bit of for me to do my analysis, right? I also do consider volumes. And if you look at individual, for example, BTC USD, you have the different volume. The volumes are more like a proxy from different exchanges. So for me, I like to have something that is more standardized across. So that's where that explains where all the futures comes in. Like instead of Euro USD, I'm looking at the Euro futures. Instead of Pound USD, I'm looking at 6B, 6B, which is the British Pound futures. So because the volumes there are centrally, they are all central traded, the exchange traded products. So the volumes are standardized. That is the only reason. Hopefully that answers your question. All right.
Okay,
so, all right, Ken. Looks like you guys really supportive. At 12:10 already, still got 200 over. Okay, can I do a shameless shout out? In July, right, on the Alex, do you want to share this? On the 10 on 11 of July, I believe that's where the next Market Insights Virtual Summit will be happening. And Alex, you can probably do the share now.
Let me see. Yes, this is the one over here, Market Insights Virtual Summit. Okay, so I have added to stream. So I think it might be a little bit early, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so we're going to have on the 10th and 11th of July 2021. So Michael Covel and Tom Basso will be the keynote speakers. All right. So again, there will be quite a number of other experts, trading experts coming in to speak at this event. So if you have attended the January summit, I believe that you guys have gotten a lot of value from the summit itself, right? So Jay was one of the speakers also. So that's all, you see, one of the very good speakers there, right? So so do register for this event. It is free, so pre-register now. Again, I believe some of you might have already registered, but it doesn't matter. Okay, just if you've forgotten whether you've registered or not, just re-register once again. Let me share with you the link in the comments. I keep forgetting the link over here. Right.
All right.
Okay, so I posted the link in the comments. So there are 200 people right now. Please register for this event. It is free. Okay, to register for it. By the way, Tom Basso is the market wizards, one of the market wizards, and Michael Covel, best-selling author of the book, classic book, Trend Following Book. All right. And of course, if you guys want to get more information, updates from MarketWise Asia, do subscribe to our Telegram channel. You should be able to see the link in the screen. If you can't, let me just type out the link in the comment also. All right. Subscribe to our MarketWise Asia Telegram channel. It should be in the link. All right. Back to you, Jay.
All right, great. So guys, do remember to go and register. Michael Covel, I have the pleasure of meeting him live once when that time he came to Singapore. It was a Bloomberg event. quite an interesting guy because he keeps scorning and scoffing at all the academics. The way that he talk is quite interesting lah. So I also listen to his podcast from time to time. So do go and register for this event. And yeah, I believe you will get good insights from the two keynote speakers. And Tom Basso is a legendary market wizard. So it's somebody that I think is worth our time listening to lah. All right.
Yeah, it's not easy to get hold of them to agree to speak at the event. So make use of this chance and register for this event. All right.
Okay, so this is S&P 500. So I think S&P 500, we are pretty okay, and we are looking at 4150. Okay, 4150, 3950. So what about the upside? So if let's say you may have the question and say, Jay, if the stock continue to go crazy, okay, if the stock market just go crazy, continue on in May, where is the next resistance? It's around here. It's around 4275 all the way to 4,300. That's the zone. That's the next resistance zone that I'm looking at. That is based on the number one, the yearly pivot, and number two, which is the monthly pivot, conjunction with where my trend line is lah. So this is pretty much how I look at the market right now. So am I going to go in and say I'm going to short sell the market? Again, I'm not going to short sell the market. Why? Because you have got billions of dollars that is pushing the market up right now. There's billions of dollars flowing into the market. You take your thousands, you throw at it, it's not going to make an effect. Your thousands is just going to disappear. It's just going to burn. That's it. So never go and short sell a strong market. Always follow, okay? Always follow the money. Can all of you guys do me a favor? Just help me type this in the comment section. Follow money. Just follow the money. Not your money, not my money, but we follow the big boys' money, the billions, the trillions. Our money is insignificant. All of us add together, just millions only. So we follow the big money.
Jay, sorry, can I just add some more things to your comments?
Yes.
So for the ES, right? So Jay talked about the pivots level based on the yearly pivots. For those who have been following me also, I also sometimes mention about this Camarilla pivot. So this is more a minor support resistance level that I look at. So the main one is still, I'm really looking at the pivot. Pivot is P-I-V-O-T, okay, you all know, okay? So Camarilla is C-A-M-A-R-A-L-L-I. Sorry, I think my handwriting sucks writing on the mouse.
You need to learn from it.
Okay, you guys know, okay, Camarilla pivot. So you can see over here, right? Camarilla pivot, this level 3, it is hitting the yearly Camarilla pivot already. So somehow it seems like it is struggling at this Camarilla pivot over here. All right, it is the same for the Dow futures. At this level over here, it is struggling at this Camarilla pivot over here. So in case you are wondering how to get this Camarilla pivot, I'm not going to explain what it is, okay? You just go and Google research about Camarilla pivot, okay? So but just to share with you how it works on the indicator. So basically, it is the same as using the pivot point indicator, but remember, okay, inside these settings under the pivot, right, there is this Camarilla, traditional, whatever, Woody classic. So I choose this Camarilla. So this is acting like a secondary support and resistance level that I will look at. Right. For example, let's say if you are doing some swing trading, all right, or position trading, all right, you have been entered here, and if you are looking to take profit, for example, looking for a way to exit already, if you are not greedy, for example, you find that it's something like stuck here already, then you want to exit at this level already because you have really good profit already. Of course, you can hold on. Price could go to the R1 yearly pivot, but maybe if you want just to fully take your profit, right, then at this level, at this Camarilla pivot, it is a good chance for you to exit and take your profit. All right. So I hope that share something maybe new to you guys. All right. Yeah. Back to you, Jay.
All right. So okay, now that we talk about the market, right? So guys, are we all clear with the market, like roughly where the market is going, what's happening to the market? If it's all clear, right, can you just help me type a clear in the comments section? All right. So that's on the market. And why do we always start with market? Because 85-90% of the stocks will follow the market. If the market goes down, then 85 to 90% of the stocks will go down, and vice versa. All right. So just have us type with clear, and any of your of your questions, just ask it in the comment section as well. So now, right, I am going to share with you. I know usually you see me use the ETF, this ETF screen, right? This ETF screen. Then sorting out according to 1 month, you do see that there are recently there is a strong run in all the commodities. You have wheat, you have corn, and then clean energy is coming back. All right, clean energy coming back. You have copper, you have copper over here, CPR and COPX. These are over here, and commodity index fund is here. If you look at the DBA, okay, DBA is the commodities ETF. It's back again. So roughly what is happening right here, right? Even natural gas is part of commodities. These are the ones that are all running. Coffee is also part of commodities.
Oh, by the way, DBA is agriculture, so it's only specific to the soft commodities only.
Yeah, thank you. So soybean, wheat, corn,
Yes.
etc. Yep. So this is the team lah. This is the team right now lah. It's not about tech stock. It's not about growth stocks. It's about all these. It's really about commodities right now. So the cycle is really it's really there. It run up by quite a lot. In fact, you look at the last month, right? If you look at the last month, you have a performance ranging from like 9% to 15%. Dry bulk shipping, you can leave it out first. Okay, dry bulk shipping is there for a while already. So this is the usual area that you have seen me use before. So under copper miners, right? Under the copper miners, let me just pull up COPX. Okay, so let me just pull up the component stocks. So under copper miners, then you will see one of my favorite stock over here. Now, where is it? Freeport-McMoRan. Okay, Freeport-McMoRan. So some of these companies here, they are not on the US. Okay, but the Freeport-McMoRan, it is listed over there. So FCX. This is a very strong stock, guys. This is a crazy strong stock with a very nice trend for like what, 1 year plus. In fact, you look before the COVID crash. Okay, 1 year before the COVID crash. From the COVID crash to where it is right now, it has gone up 600%. That is crazy. And anything more crazy than this, it is Tesla. Okay, Tesla is like $80 to $800. So but this stock over here, right, is never make the news, never, just silently climbing. It is way better than my personal favorite. My favorite is like DE. Okay, also never make the news, like silently climbing up. Caterpillar is also very strong ever since the bottom. So some of you that have been watching me for a while, you know that I always talk about these two stocks. This is one that I am personally very interested in right now. Okay, very interested in right now, because the price is at a good area. Okay, the price is at a good area. I see that previously there's a resistance. By the way, disclaimer, guys. By the way, disclaimer. Whatever that I'm sharing today, it is my analysis of a stock from an informational point of view. It is not a signal for you to buy or sell. Please do your due diligence before you take any buy or sell action. Okay, guys, agree or not? If you agree, right, can you type agree? Can you just type agree?
That's right. I also forget to say also. So again, whatever I say also is also for informational purpose, right? This is not a recommendation for me to tell you what to buy or sell. Again, as usual, I always tell people that Alex is a clown, right? Don't copy me, right? I'm always wrong. This is just for entertainment purposes, all right? Everything is clear, huh? All right? Whatever we say is just for informational purpose today, okay? Yep.
On a lighter note, Alex, your IBB is good, man. That's a good copy, okay?
IBB, we can share. Yeah, I think the previous Facebook Live I talked about IBB. So today biotech is running. Today biotech, biotech is running.
Yeah. This is one of the rare chance that you are wrong, one of the rare ones.
I'm wrong. I was always wrong one.
Okay. So this is the resistance, and you can see about 37.20 lah. So this was the previous resistance, and right now you can see the first area here. This is a FB, not Facebook. False break. Okay. So there's a false break telling people that, hey, maybe I cannot accept the price. And right now, it seems to have trust through, and those breakout orders are going to be here. Where are all the stop loss order? Stop loss order can be here. Some gung ho one will put somewhere here, but that's far lah. So I'm very interested in this right now because over the course of the last 2 days, today and in fact next Monday, right, I'm going to look at this, see how does it respond to the 37.20 again. Okay, how does it respond? Because right now is a new structure forming, there's a breakout, it's pulling back, and this is what I like to see. First, I have a breakout, and then now I have a retest. Okay, now I have a retest. So I'm expecting a bounce like this to happen. And from an application point of view, right, as the economy picks up, as the industrial picks up, as all the activity picks up, right, Freeport McMoran, obviously, is the price is all being tied to copper lah. So if you put on the copper futures, more or less, you can see is there. This is one of the biggest miners for copper, and naturally, the business, their orders is going to improve. And right now, they are facing a shortage. Okay, right now they are facing a shortage. So this is not a short-term breakout play. Okay, this is not a short-term breakout play. I think for myself, I'm looking at the rest of 2021 for this. So intermediate level will be 37.20. Okay, 37.20. I'll be looking at that. So what you guys can do, right, is you can go and set alert using your broker, be it Thinkorswim, be it TradingView or whatsoever. Your broker should have an alert function. So this is what I have done already. I have set 3720. So help me type this out in the comment section. FCX 3720. Okay, FCX 3720. This is the level that I'm looking at. If that level holds, I will take a small. I don't mind just leaning in here again at this price level, even though it have not returned to the bottom lah. Okay, if it comes down to 35, then I'll consider again lah. But this is the most immediate level that I'm looking at, and the only reason why is because on the overall backdrop, right? If you look at where the money is going into right now, it's not into stocks. It's not into like what sector, this sector, specific industrial. Yes, generally it's not tech. Generally it's not like industrial like earlier last year. Now it's really all about commodities. It's really all about commodities. So they are all here. So this is one stock that I'm aiming for. But please do not just buy. Don't just buy like that. Okay. Wait for the level. Wait for the level that makes sense. Where would interest me a lot more is if it comes down further, it can hunt the stop here. And bounce off the pivot, right? This is Alex favorite. If it comes back down, it bounces off the pivot, you have a wash and rinse. That's the yes, well trigger. That's what every time Alex will tell me. So
by the way, today I think it's next Monday is already May already. So next month there's a new pivot already. Yep. New pivot level for the money pivot. So talking about Brian, so pivot level settings to auto, daily or weekly. You should set to auto, because if you look at the daily time frame, the pivot will be automatically set to the monthly pivot. If you look at the weekly and monthly time frame, it will be set to the yearly pivot. If you look anything below the daily time frame, for example, 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour to 1 minute chart, the trading view will set to the daily intraday pivot level. So set to the auto. That's for me. That's for me. All right. Yep. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Similarly, mine also set to auto. Yeah, never change that all that much. So this is really one stock that I'm looking at. Yeah, Alex, you want to talk about IBB? I think that's very interesting.
IBB, okay, let me go through my set to streamer. For me, right, I like, okay, so I have this list over here, right? So I think I mentioned to the Facebook Live people, if you have been following my Facebook Live, I have this list over here, right, where I curated a lot of these sectors, industry, for example, AI, banks, whatever indices, country, all the ETF So I created into this list and I put it in my watch list. So let me see, where's my watch list? Okay, watch list over here. I put it inside here over here. So yeah, and every day I will tend to like to take a look at what is the top performance industry or sector for the day. So like for today, okay, like the commodities, like nickel, what else? Lead, all these are not commonly so-called traded instrument or product, but it's there. Okay, so cotton also, all right. Okay. By the way, cotton doesn't come from sheep. Okay, never mind. If you understand what I mean. All right. So yeah, pure cannabis, cannabis, fun, corn, everything over here, soybean. So you know that all the commodities are running. So yep, IBB, can you see over here today is one of the top ETF like IBB. So I mentioned IBB is because I have a signal coming on. All right. So yes, so at that point in time over here, right? All right, there was a wash over here, and then there's a rinse over here. So this is the wash and rinse, what I call a specific price action pattern. And the reason why I want to enter is because price is actually above the CPR, central pivot range, and also on the money time frame, it is actually undergoing quite a decent pullback already. Okay, so there's an impulse move up, and then there's a pullback over here. All right, so I forgot this hit the yearly pivot. No? Yes, and it also hit the yearly pivot also over here. So which means that overall, based on the longer time frame, weekly time frame and above, right, the IBB, the biotech, healthcare biotech is overall in a uptrend. So when price is back above the CPR, central pivot range, that is when I think that it is less bearish already, although price is below the cloud. That is where I started to take a look at this IBB. So I entered somewhere around here. Okay. So, and then price hit the cloud over here, which is acting as a pullback, which I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, also expected. And today, somehow, it is one of the stronger industry right now for today. So the industry, the sectors that is strong, weak, whatever, right, can change every single day. But generally, as I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, April tends to be quite a strong month for the health stock. That's why I wanted to go into this health Nasdaq Biotech IBB. So I keep it very simple. Overall IBB, the trend is uptrend. The long-term trend is still up. I see that there's a signal, and generally healthcare is strong in April. And then I just see a signal and I just go in. Something is pretty. So I go from a top-down approach. Healthcare is strong. Then I see go to ETF, and I think there's a signal. Then I just go in. All right. So this is my story for this stock. Nothing much, basically. Yeah. Not stock. This ETF. Yeah.
Actually, quite interesting. So while Alex is talking about that, let me see.
To stream yours.
Yeah. So this is IBB ma. So this is IBB. I was looking at this. So looking at it, okay lah. The April is not bad. The May is not bad. In fact, the best month will be November. But
the number is, I see, 0.6, is it, or what?
Yeah, 0.6. So it's quite okay. It's quite okay. IBB is quite good. And if I were to look at my pullback setup, right, looking at this, I do have a trigger for my TPB weekly swing as well. So this is actually quite interesting. Just emerged. So on Monday, when I do the live trading session with my students, I will probably use this as well. I'll talk about this because the weekly pullback, and it bounces off to the last objective point where the high was, to the next R1, the yearly R1. We have about 10 to 13%, which is not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. I kind of like this. This is good.
Gary is asking, I have ITP already. Haven't. I'm still holding on because I haven't hit my intended TP target. All right. Gary, Angela, and Gabriel, you ha. Is it because of the cotton doesn't come from sheep one? Okay, never mind. Okay, forget it. All right. Yeah, you can continue. All right.
Yeah. In fact, today we have another wash and rinse, right or not?
Today at IBB, is it? Yes, today there's another wash and rinse.
Yeah, there's another one. So it's a good trigger. So good one. So maybe I can do some copy trading from you. Okay, so IBB is like this. This is quite okay. Personally, I'm looking at all the commodities. This is the one that I am looking at. And for that level that I mentioned just now. So if one more thing I want to share with you guys, right? Is you want to do industry analysis, like where's the, how do you properly go and do a top-down approach? Here is one other site that you can use lah. So you are able to use this. This is something that I used from last time, Big Charts on Market Watch. So I believe this is the first time that I'm sharing this, just to share with all of you that are still watching this right now at 12:30. Thank you. So this is a whole breakdown of the US market. It goes from all the sectors. The bold one are the sectors. So these sectors, right, are all classified by Dow Jones, not by S&P 500. By S&P 500 kind of classification, we only have 11 sectors. But on the Dow Jones, right, they break the market into more. They really break the market into more. You have agriculture, automotive, basic materials, so on and so forth, all right, all the way under utilities. So if you go into every single industry, these are the companies that are in the industry. And this is the reason why I know the market. I know the US market, despite being a Singaporean, I know the US market at the back of my hand. Why? Because I've gone through every single one of them. I know which are the big three companies of every industry over here. Okay, I know which are the big three, the big three companies. So even in financial, right, in financial services, there are quite a lot of different sub sectors or subgroup, or rather sub industry or subgroup. You have insurance, you have banking, then you have those consumer
Regional
finance,
banks also. Yeah.
regional bank, investment advisors, mortgage securities, etc. So biotechnology is just one of them. So one of the things that I want to show you, right, is that there is this very nice performance comparison. So if you want to visualize, right, how sector rotate or how money flow, you can do this indirectly. So how? You just take a snapshot, top 10 best performing industry for the past 6 months. Then if you look at the 3 months, then obviously some of the things will change. Some of them will drop out from the top 10. You know that they are just like that law. Then some will stay on there for a while. Okay, some will stay on there for a while. And if you look at the 2 months, you do realize that there is one industry. Okay, look at where my cursor is, right? The US Computer and Consumer Electronic Index. Okay, this guy is still there. You change it to the 1 month, it's still there. Okay,
Jay, you want to zoom in or not? A bit small. Can't really see.
Okay. So let me zoom in like that. Ayo, once I zoom in, where is it? Here. So this is the 6 months. 6 months is like that. All right. So 6 months, you can see where are some of the common names lah. Yeah, I think you have this, you have this. The rest I didn't see just now. I think gambling is still there. So if I change this to 3 months, if I scroll it down, you can see that ta-da, it's still there. This is still there. This is still there. Aluminium was there. Obviously, gambling was there. It was the number 10th. It moved up, if you didn't realize that. So internet came on, technical services, iron and steel. Okay, iron and steel. Recently, it's very hot. All right. So this is 3 months. If you switch from the 2 months, you switch it to 2 months, then you will be able to see which are the ones that are still there. So you need to have a photographic memory lah. No lah, just kidding. You can just do a screenshot and then you compare. That's easier. So let me cut you the pain. I did a screenshot like this. So over here, that's where you can see this is the 3 months. This is the 2 months. And then this is the 1 month. All right. So you can see this is here. This is still here. Mining support indeed. The index, yes, still there. And then which one? Technology. Do you see it moving up? Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? US Technology Index. Can you see it moving up? So guys, if you can see this moving up, can you help me type technology? Can you just help me type tech in the chat? Can you just help me type that out? So it is moving up. And what else? Trucking is like there lah. Okay, trucking is here. So trucking is quite stable as well. All right. So technology is definitely climbing. And what is the leader for never change one? Computer and Consumer Electronics Index. So what are the stocks that are within these companies? Yes, HP. So
Oh, by the way, Victor is asking, is there any way to visualize this kind of change or relative strength ranking in the form of a chart across a time axis? Right now,
yes,
what we are doing is a bit manual. I have to copy
correct.
and paste, and paste. By the way, I'm not a coder, so I also don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Also,
There is a way to do that. There's a way to do that, and not a refined product yet, but yeah, right now we are working on this. Okay, we are working on this. As in we,
all right.
yeah. So
So
that
let's
one.
wait. So let's wait for Jay and the team to come out with it.
Okay, so over here, if you look at this, right, if you click on, so let's say we want to look at trucking, we want to look at technology, we want to look at computers and consumer electronics. So we just click on that. It will bring us to the industry itself. So just go over to the industry analyzer. So industry analyzer, I will sort them out by market cap. So if not by alphabetical order, you get some of those very small companies. For me, I want to sort by market cap. And you can see that HP is there. And this is the reason why for I think for Gabriel, for Angela, they are my students lah. So that's why you heard me talking about HPQ. Okay, you have heard me talking about HPQ. HP is really very strong. Okay, HP is like strong. Well, this is super strong. Okay,
It's those quiet, you never hear in the news one. HP. You think it's like a sunset company, doing all this hardware thing, but it's very strong. Keep climbing and climbing.
Precisely. And Apple announced their earnings yesterday, so it was a crazy ride. It opened up there, and then after that, throughout the day, came down, and then it's like at bottom. So Apple is there. Apple is the industry leader in here. So which are the ones? Square. Okay, if you look at Square is not too bad as well. So if you look at Square, SQ is still not the nicest of chart. Currently, it is like getting rejected off R1. So will I get in now? The answer is no. I'm not gonna get in now. But what do I want to see before I get in? I want to see prices break below this level first. Ideally, I want to break below this level, which is 240. Because when you break below this level, I can assure you, people who are looking to short sell Square, they will all trigger their sell order over here. This is a sell breakout order, right? They're going to trigger the sell order over here. And I'm going to watch for this first. And if this happens and the market reverses, these people are dead. Why? Because they are now trapped. Where is the stop loss? Stop loss here, I don't see one. Close to eye also, stop loss is there. So there's a good chance that if this happens, so this is a prerequisite. If this happens, then I'm expecting this to follow through. So this is Square and Square is over here. What else? What else is there? So let me look at the second page. Usually I don't go too far like third page, fourth page. Here we have Canon. All these are ADR. Seagate. I think Sean is very tui. Sean, who is watching in right now, STX. He got out and then after it fly further.
STX, Seagate.
Yeah, Seagate. This is another strong stock, which I like this as well right now. Why? Because it finally shows me where the post-earning high is. Without knowing where the post-earning highs, I wouldn't know where the bulls are able to push. So it firmly tells me one thing. This is the earnings. So where's the earnings low? The earnings low is definitely about here. This is the earnings low. Where's the earnings high? Earning high is here lah. So if there is any action, right, you don't expect market to go up like that lah. You know what? What is a more realistic expectation? The market goes up, it must come down, and then it may continue like that, or it may shake down further before it resumes. So at any one point in time, I know that this is where people find it expensive. So what am I gunning for? Any break of this level, any continuation will tell me that there's a change in people's expectation. If not, then I want to know where is the pullback low. That's where, right? That's where I will have a trigger. That's where I will know that, okay, this is the maximum strength of the bulls, this is the maximum strength of the bears, and I would evaluate. Then I will take the swing trade from there. All right. So this is Seagate. This is how I find all these brilliant, fantastic companies as well. And on the third page, Western Digital is there as well. Not bad. NetApp, okay, NTAP. This is one stock that I think some of us were trading before that. Okay, it's really not bad. So currently getting rejected off R1, then in a sideways fashion, not the best of candidate, not the strongest of all, but yeah, they are all here. So this is computer consumer has been there for like the 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month is just all there. Then technology. Now let's look at what is in technology. Apple again, Apple is there. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. So can you all see one thing? Can you see that this one pointing up, pointing up, pointing up, pointing up? Obviously the Google Class A and Class C is the same Facebook pointing up. Tencent because of the external factor. So this one we don't see. Recently they just got the fine, or rather they are going to be levied a fine that is lesser than Baba, but still painful I think 1 point something B. So Tencent we don't see. TSM, they are in a prime position. They are one of the largest. In fact, I think they are the largest semicon producer. And Nvidia, they're all climbing up. So what does this tell you? When you see everything visually pointing up, what does it tell you? They tell you this: money, it's flowing in. Okay, so guys, can you type it in the chat? Okay, give me 3 money sign and then help me type in, money in. So everything is pointing up. So visually, it tells you very simple. Where's the money going? Going in here lah. And if you didn't realize this, right, it is climbing, It has climbed up the ranks from last, okay, from the 10th to, where is this? I think 7th. Then right now it's number 3. So is it number 1 yet? Is it like super strong yet? Not yet. Okay, not yet, which is good because everybody seems to have lose faith in technology ever since Nasdaq has like, walao shake down until so painful before it climbs back up, right? Technology is really fierce coming back, but choose the right technological stocks. Okay, don't choose those stocks that are like, I don't know, like those obviously downtrend one. Every Facebook Live, people will ask me about NIO. They will ask me about JD. They will ask me about Tesla. Although Tesla is not technically a tech stock, but they will ask me about all these hot stocks where actually there's a whole universe of all the strong stocks behind that nobody knows one. These are the kind of stocks I like personally. So if you look,
Jay, talk about Tesla. I think you have drawn the same trend as me.
Yes,
I'm looking at that. So I'm looking at that. So.
I saw this.
Huh?
Yeah. So let me look at page 2. Page 2. Facebook is definitely strong. Can you see ASML? ASML is strong as well. ASML, Semicon, Adobe is there. Strong. Meituan is kind. You don't ask me, it's all downtrend, all right. Intel, not so. Cisco seems to be there. Salesforce, CRM. This is after a very, very deep pullback already. So if you look at Salesforce, right, it's after a very, very deep pullback that right now the structure that is forming, it is going higher and higher. You look at this. Okay, you have a higher low, and then obviously here you have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. So where is it going to bounce off? I'm watching for this level. So this is what I will be watching for to ride this thing to its former glory And don't think too far even to here from where it is here at 230 to 249 that's a $20 range. $20 range out of $230 stock. That's about 8%, 7-8%. So it's pretty good. All right, it's pretty good. So you want to know why I never run out of stocks to trade? Is because there's a structure. There's a process to find out all the stocks. So wait for the stocks. Even Oracle, I think Oracle is climbing back up. If you look at Oracle, this is perfect. This is a nice pullback, a very nice pullback. I think on the TPB, just nice. It hits the value zone, then bounces off the R1. I think this is something that I'll be looking at as well. Retest of the previous high. So this is a very nice structure. But what thing I don't like, right? One thing, even though I say I like, but one thing I don't like is this. You have a consolidation, and then you have a dip in volume. What does this tell you? So it tells you it tells you a certain sign that maybe a continuation like this is happening. So I will still have to watch for more things before I will jump in like this and assume that it's going to rally like that. Okay, I'm not going to make this assumption. So,
but personally, for Oracle, right, from what I see, I generally do not like this kind of price action. It's like there's a
gap up, then come down, then run, gap down.
Let me share the screen. So it's basically the same thing. I'm saying the same thing as okay, Oracle. So so there's this correction, and then this flag, or kind of a flag pattern. So it's like a bear flag to me. So this is something very kind of similar to the previous one I traded before is the T-Dot over here. So it's like after a strong sell-off over here, all right, then the rally cannot really sustain it. It came back down again. Of course, this is not a very steep one, but overall, like most likely, most people, right, will put their stop level somewhere around here. Then like gonna stop out again already, you see. So for Oracle, I think I'll be more careful if I want to go into Oracle. That's my personal view.
Yep, definitely. Not the nicest of chart.
Yeah.
Not the nicest of chart. All right. So if you look at SNX, right? SNX, this kind also never heard of this stock, right? CNEX, never heard of it, right? So distribution services, they are in electronics, distributor, market cap is 6B, so it's like a medium-sized company. It's all right. Average volume a little low though. It's about 300K. So this would have failed my selection now. But by the price action, by the looks of the price action, this is super strong, you know. You look at this from March, right, till now, this is rally for about 40% already.
Very strong CNEX.
Very strong, very, very strong. So everybody is missing out all this. Why? Because we are all looking at the hot stocks. We are looking at the big names. And let me bring home this point to you. If you were to look at how the, so let me just scale price chart and do this. All right. And looking at November, that's where Joe Biden came on, right? So looking at November over here, can you all see there are three lines that stuck together and one line is farly superior. So what is the line that is on top? Russell. So this is RUT. So what is RUT? Russell 2000 is the small company, small and mid cap companies. All right. Then you have NASDAQ, you have DJI, you have S&P 500. They are all here. They are all struggling. And if you look from Biden, right, ever since he took over or ever since the election happened, 50%, or rather 49% on RUT. And then on the main indices, the big companies, you are looking at ranging 24 to 28%. So where do you think the money is flowing into right now? The big companies? No lah, you wait long. It's all here. And this is where you should be, right? This is where you should be. Why? Because the big names already run until no more yield already. Like, the price not attractive already. So what? Don't want lah. Then I go for the next best alternative. Alternative. This is how you will behave in real life. If you want to buy something, your first choice is taken up, then you will buy your second choice. So this is exactly what's happening. First choice companies, big companies, fundamentally good, taken up, and guess what? Go to the second choices. So they're all here. So these are the stocks that you have been missing out if you have not been tracking this kind of processes systematically and regularly. All right. So guys, are you learning something useful? Are you learning something new or not? Yes or no? If you're learning something new, right, and you find value, can you just help me type value? Can you just help me type value in the chat, please? So do us a favor as well. Help us share out this video. Can I just ask for something in return for this unconditional giving, right? Can I just ask for something in return? Just help me like, okay? Help me like this video, or rather, help us like this video. Help us share this video. It is free. Send us lots of love. Smack that like button. Smack that love button. We'll love to receive all of this at near 1 a.m. already. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. So it's about 1 a.m. already. There's still about 160 people of you tuning in. You guys are already not sleeping. Of course, I know today is a weekend. You guys might, hang out a bit later.
All right. Awesome. So Alex, over to you.
Okay. So talking about this, right? I mentioned about this ETF thinking, this list, okay, where I have this list. All right. So if you guys if you are new to MarketWise Asia, right, you might want to, let me see. Okay, you want to get this list. Oh, this is quite comprehensive in a way that, okay, let me show you how tedious it is if you are new to MarketWise Asia. Okay, so for example, if you want to search for like what the industry and all this stuff, right? Maybe you want to go to this site called ETF.com. There are a few ETF site.com, for example, ETF Screener, ETFDB.com. All right. So, like, for example, you want to go to, maybe you want to say what is the biotech ETF, what's the bonds ETF, or the China ETF, commodity ETF, for example, or you want to know what is the gold or technology ETF. All right. You can go to the See All ETF channel. There are a lot more things out there, you see. All right. I think the site is a bit loading slowly. Okay, so you can see over here, I'm trying to zoom in. So let's say, for example, go, what is the aerospace and defense ETF? So I have to go inside one by one, you see. Aerospace, artificial intelligence, capital appreciation, casino, all this, everything now. Okay, basically, if for example, you go to aerospace and defense, once you enter already, all right, then you see that there are many ETF as well. So you have to one by one, take a look at this ETF, go back again, then go to this artificial intelligence, for example, then click again, see again the ETF, go to banking investment service, click and go see ETF. So basically, I curate this list. I find the top ETF based on the AUM, asset under management. So that is why you can see over here, like for example, industry, aerospace over here, I list out the top two. That is the iShares and the SPDR SPDR, ITA and XAR. So okay, all these are curated one already. So it's quite comprehensive, right? As I mentioned, with the indices, country, commodities, currency, and styles. Styles is like, there's large cap, value growth, mid cap, small cap, value growth, all right? And then of course, it's the favorite, the ARK ETF, everything also, emerging markets. And then what else do I have? Bonds also have, right? Investment grade bonds, the jump bonds, municipal bonds, also everything, I have it. So this list I created already. So if you want to get this list, right, okay, you can go ahead, just key in your email address and I will send this list to you. All right, so let me share the link. Good stuff, I share the back over here later. So I post the link over here. Of course, if you are already inside Telegram channel, you should be able to get the list ready. So if you are new to MarketWise Asia, either you subscribe to the Telegram channel or you can just enter your email address and I will send the list to you. So I understand that there are some people who don't really want to use Telegram app. All right. So either the Telegram channel or use this list. Okay. Enter email address. I repost the link again in the comments. All right. Okay. So talking about Tesla, just now I mentioned in my Facebook Live earlier part, I said I want to talk about Tesla. So just want to share with you guys, Tesla, I thought I say that I have the same trend line as Jay, right? Is it the same or not? Exactly the same, right? Okay, so yeah, I mean, try to use candle. Okay, yeah, I don't really like it for Tesla chart. So this looks like a giant bear flag to me. Okay, this one, and then like this, then could be heading down. Of course, it doesn't mean that you'll be heading down. All right, that doesn't mean be heading down. But generally, I don't like the price action recently. So price went up above the CPR over here. I mentioned that I'm bullish. So indeed, I skin the game. I actually entered into Tesla. So somewhere around here, I took profit already. But subsequently, price doesn't hold at this cloud level and then came back down. Of course, today is up. Day is up 4%. It's a huge rally today. But I'll be watching this level closely. Okay, so if price actually touch the CPR again, all right, and then broke below this trend line, then I'll be bearish on Tesla again, and I might want to go a short on Tesla because price is already below the cloud and also below the CPR also. And if you look at the weekly time frame, this really look like a bear flag to me. Okay, so this is the pullback over here, and then price cannot really rally higher up to retest the high again. So this become like really a bear flag to me. So there's a possible chance that price actually come back down, all right, and test the yearly pivot, all right, possible also. Okay, yearly pivot is over here about $500. Okay, so my wish is that it can actually really sell off, right, correct, and go to the 500 level. Then if price really can go to the 500 level, then I'll be interested to pick up Tesla once again. So right now, I'm not so keen to enter into Tesla again. So I really do not like this price action. Okay, so for now, okay, so just for information only, doesn't mean that you'll be it'll be really coming down. I'm not trying to do some fear mongering. Okay, so I'm those who are really bull on Tesla, will sure hate me one. Okay, but I have no bias on Tesla. I'm just trying to say based on the trading perspective. So if I think it's a bull, I will just say it's going up. I think it's a bear, I will say it's coming down. So I have no love for Tesla. I'm not a hardcore believer of Tesla stock. All right. So this is just my personal view. Okay, so right now I'm not so keen on Tesla. All right. Yep. Back to you, Jay.
Yep. Similarly, I'm looking at the same thing. I'm where will interest me? Sorry, I'm still. I think they'll hate me even more. So I'm expecting some angry faces coming out now. 427 area. If it comes down to there,
Angela
I'll be very
said,
happy.
when would I suggest to short Tesla when it broke below the trend line? What Jay is showing right now,
Yeah. So if it goes there,
yeah, if it goes to that, yeah.
EF lah. So from if you all study technical analysis, right, then I'm sure you will hear of this concept lah, the P1 equal to P2 lah, whereby you got a flagpole, the first one, and then you pull up to the second flagpole, right? You see just nice, the price range is about there. If this happens,
and that price level is a high volume profile area there, somewhere around there.
Yep, somewhere around there. So I will be looking. That is where I will be. Like I reiterate for many times. And I'm not going to change my view. Tesla lovers will hate me for this. It's okay because for me, if it's at 400 plus, I will love it. Okay, I will love it. I will think that it makes a lot more sense than where it is right now. So not saying that it's not a good company, not saying the vision is no good or whatever. I'm not here to speculate on that, but I'm here to pick out the prices that I want to buy. At the end of the day, guys, remember these. When you are buying something, right, it's all about the price. What determines or how do you decide what to buy and what not to buy? It's all determined on the price, correct or not? So price really does matter. So Tesla really not convinced right now. Just my style, nothing personal. So you don't ask me about Tesla, don't ask me about NIO, JD, SunPower. I don't like all these hot stocks. For me, I love those that are never here before. Like for example, where's my list? Okay, so this is my own list. If you look at this month, right now, this is the 1st of May, right? So guys, for 1st of May, what would be interesting? Okay, from a top-down perspective, from a sector industry perspective, you can look at healthcare. Healthcare will be interesting. So the rest, what else? Industrial would be interesting. So this is industrial. So yeah, like what Angela typed, right? Slow and steady. So I always got this saying, you can start slow, but you finish strong. It is not about starting strong and then you die off. So start slow, finish strong. It's a journey. It's not a 100-meter race. It's not about who can get rich quick the fastest. It's about who can last the longest in this business and eventually be enriched by the process. It's about this, okay? If you think trading is a get rich quick business, then you are in the wrong business. Go and do something else. Go to a casino. You can get rich quick. Tomorrow, go and buy 4950, 3950. Maybe you can get rich quick, right?
I will go and buy.
Not true. Trading aggressively So what else am I looking at? Let me just scan through my own list. Over here, IGV. So IGV, this is ETF, by the way. So I'll be looking over here, IGV.
Software sector.
Yeah, which if you think about this, right, the cloud is also coming back. Cloud computing. So isn't this? These are all the companies that we talked about just now. Isn't Microsoft, Salesforce, Oracle, ServiceNow? Isn't what we have talked about just now, right? So yeah, they're all here. So this is the next one. And what else? SOXX and SMH. This is semicon. Okay, I'm in semicon. I'm in Magna Chip. I'm in ON. ON is one of the semicon companies. Recently, these 2 days got hit So recently these few days got hit, but it is still strong. Okay, so this is still strong. ON, MX is over there. Then SMH, you can see that they are strong lah, still there. You know, just yeah. So this is where I derive my, or rather I have my results from lah. In a sense, as in where I'm going to trade or what am I going to trade. I have an approach. So this basically just tells me, with my limited funds, where should I be deploying? I don't want to deploy into something that is, you know, like for example, Jets. If you look at Jets, now the initial fat is over already, right? And the structure itself, lower high, lower low, lower high. So where's it gonna go? Like that, lor. Don't need see one. So am I gonna go long on this? Definitely no. Was it brilliant? It was brilliant. There was a part where they shine, right? There was a part where they shine, and now it's not the time. So this is what the gist of sector rotation is lah. The money will flow from here to there, there to here. So wherever that makes sense at a point in time. So you must have an approach to go and track it. So this is my approach of tracking it. And by looking at all the strong stocks, right, you will be surprised. If you look at the stocks on the list right now, okay, this is the list that I just sent out to my student group. So you can see that housing, home construction, okay, home construction, you have got DR Horton, okay, you have DR Horton, you have got PUT Home. These are strong as well. So these are strong. UPS is a very, very strong stock. This one, a bit regret lah, UPS. Why? I got in at an awesome good price, you know. I tell you what price I got in at. I got in at here. I got in here. You know where I got out? You know where I got out? I got out here. Basket. All the expletive gonna come out already. Then after earnings, I mean, one of my rules is don't hold over earnings lah. But you know, it can't help lah. But when you see this kind of gap, you're like, ayo, big take. But then again,
that's why I always say, once you take profit already, don't look at the stock already.
No. Still must see. You know why not? Last year, I got one stock. That one I won. That one I take profit, don't see. So guys, how many of you will be happy, right? Taking 100% profit. That means you put in 10,000, it come out 20,000 in just a short while. How many of you will be happy with that? You'll be very happy, right? Let me show you what happened to this stock. This is where I got in. I got in at 12.50. Okay, I got in at 12.50. It is a good price. It is a good price by any measure. Limited brands. Okay, I got in at a freaking good price. After there's a gap up, I see stagnate for a while lah. Okay lah, $26 I'm out lah. 100+% return, you know. By all means, it is brilliant, you know. So don't see. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Don't see lor. Don't see lah. Now really call don't see, because see already them tui, them I want, them pain. Like, no, it went from like 20 something to 60 something. God damn it. This one angry. This one really angry. So now, with the experience, right? With the experience of UPS, am I not going to see? I will keep it in the watch list. Why? Because I want to know where's the post earnings high, where's the post earnings low. That will determine where am I going to go. Because one thing I'm sure, money is flowing in here. Money is definitely flowing into this company. That's why you got this brilliant run. And I got an awesome good price, you know. Wow, this one I got at 160. This cannot be better, you know. Literally is the bottom. But ayo, like that lah. This is what you call lah. So
see, UPS also not sexy stock lah. So talking about mailing services, not sexy at all lah. Not sexy. It's like asking you to buy what's that? SingPost. It's like asking you to buy SingPost in SGX. It's not sexy at all, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Precisely. So how do I marry these two approach? Now that I know we are in May, and let's say we look at healthcare, I know the XLV. Okay, healthcare is looking good in May. Then where are my healthcare stocks? My healthcare stocks are here. Healthcare equipment, BSX, Danaher Corp, Edwards Life Sciences, United Health Group. So this is where I am camping next lah. So if you are wondering, right? If you guys are wondering, if you look at DN BSX, strong ma, not strong man. Strong one. Just wait for the post earnings gap high and low first lah. Same thing ah. Danaher Corp, same thing. It's strong. It's so strong until I don't know what else can be nicer. Like now in this period, you see market like drop, right? You look at this stock like that long never drop one. Just still in a consolidation. Then UNH, this is the one of the larger ones. Isn't this strong? What market go down? I break new high. What market go down? So the key is have a framework, have a structure to get in on this kind of strong stocks. More often than not, it won't go so wrong lah. Okay, your timing may not be perfect. Okay, your timing, let's agree to this. Timing will not be perfect, but as long as you are not on the wrong side of it, of things, you give it some time, it will work out. Okay, and this is how I survived through my last 10 years of trading lah. It's really about survival. It's nothing glamorous. It's nothing like, wow, I made millions, I can quit my job, you know, sipping margarita or vodka in front of a beachfront laptop. You wait long, every single week you go back to this same old process, which is boring as hell, but it's effective. That's the key point. It's effective. Nothing sexy, nothing fanciful, but it's effective. All right. So, not dangerous to go in if it's parabolic. Obviously not now lah. Everything got price one. Okay. So determine a price that you want, that you think is fair through technical analysis or through fundamental analysis. If you are an investor, then just get in at a price on all the strong stocks that are flowing. Won't go so wrong lah. Okay, won't go so wrong. In fact, last year was brilliant. So it was so brilliant that I also don't dare to tell people. It's brilliant. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. These are all the stocks that I'm looking at right now. So yeah lah, just like that. For some of the extra things, you know, for those of you that are still watching at 1 a.m., I salute you guys, man. Really appreciate it.
All right. You guys are not tired. I'm also starting to get tired already.
Okay, so guys, any questions? Any questions? So if you have just ask a question.
Share your stock list. Okay.
Sure. I only share it. Sorry, but I only share this to my community. To be fair, okay. So here I share with you already. You look see lah. You see whatever you can But at least I will update and obviously I will send it to my community lah. No offense to you, but just to be fair. All right. So Angela, Gabriel, Eugene, you know where to get it, right? You guys, in fact, I just sent out not long ago. Go and see it. Okay. So FTX, Federal Reserve. You all got any stocks want us to see?
This is FedEx, right? Is it FedEx?
Federal Reserve. What am I talking? Goodness, sorry. 1 a.m. brain not thinking. FedEx, Federal Reserve. This one I a little wary. Why? Because the previous high is around here. So you kena a bit, then you will hit exactly where the R1 is with the previous high. So what's the upside? Your upside is like $7. What's your downside? Your downside is like $20. So
basically, what he says that not much meat lah.
Timing not right lah. As compared to if you look at UPS, this is different. This is literally ugly, but it's strong. It is ugly for like 6 months and then it just flew. So I got in at a damn good price, okay? But I got out too early.
UPS is at all-time high already, right?
Yes, all-time high today. The high of today is the all-time high.
Yeah, so actually there's no resistance. Nobody knows where's the high.
Yeah.
So it's easier to trade. Yeah.
This kind, even trend line. Let me see. If I can find something. I see it more. That's a little too far. If I pull back down a little bit, somewhere around here, I think this would be logical. Then if I come down further, that would be somewhere like that. So maybe somewhere here, maybe the pivot, okay, R5, or obviously R5, but it must come down a little bit. Yeah. So Ryan is asking this one. Yeah, this is for a mentorship program. Yes, I only send this to them. Okay, so let's cover some of the stocks lah. I mean, since they are still here, right? Alex, you want to do the honor? Take which one you want? Ahmad. Ahmad.
Yeah, I always call it Ahmad.
Ahmad. Yeah, I also call it Ahmad.
Yeah.
Ahmad.
Yeah, in Chai say Ahmad, then go Ahmad lah. Take Ahmad lah.
Okay. So you want to share your screen?
My screen? You share yours lah. Ahmad.
Okay.
Ahmad lah.
Ahmad.
Since Hari Raya is coming already.
Actually, basket you apply material. Okay. Pull back. Let me see. There's a nice pullback there. There's a nice pullback area from where this is hit the 4 to 5% mark. Right now it's bouncing back again. Volume wise, Volume wise is lower, typical of a consolidation, so that's fine, I suppose. So over here, the structure is still clean. The structure is very, very clean. And maybe y'all can look at the regression trend. Yep, fitting nicely. So I would be interested to see, okay, this is the bottom over here, about 130 lah. That will be interesting. 130, that will be interesting. So where the pivot is over here. Okay, so in this kind of setup, right? What I would be happy with it's this is a very obvious, everyone is looking at a bear flag, right? So where will be people short selling? I always ask myself this question: where will the normal traders be short selling? Here lor, don't need see one. So if it comes down, if it comes down, then all these people are already sold, right? Then they have a pivot over there, which is just nice lah. They will just hit the bottom, and then after that they move back up lah. So in that sense, this is like a false breakout. Yeah, when I have a false breakout, it gives me the conviction. It gives me the conviction to say these people are screwed. So when they are screwed, what do I do? Unfortunately, I'll be on the other side. So when they are screwed, I will be happy because that's where I will be looking to capture on this long, a very strong trend. And the target objective 144. So you must make sense lah. Depending on the price that you get in, if you know that there's a resistance over here, then what is your risk to reward ratio? These are the things that you need to think about as well. If let's say you're only going to get in here, then your upside a bit only, then your downside a lot, then does it make sense or not? That's where you have to evaluate these when making that. But with all else, without drifting too far, I want to see this. If I have this, I will be very happy. If I see this, I'll be so happy because those people are trapped. They're dead. So where is the level that I want to look at? 127, 128 lah, somewhere there about. Okay. So Ahmad 128, AMAT 128. This is
Ahmad 128. Right.
Ahmad 128. So can you guys just type Ahmad 128 in the comments below? Thank you. So this is Ahmad. What's the next one?
Kitwing is asking EVRI, Every Holdings.
Every year. Never looked at this before. EVRI.
Yeah. So
this is interesting. What they do? I really never see this before. Sorry.
Let me do a quick one. EVRI.
Casino gaming.
Average consumer discretionary gambling. Yep.
Wow, this is interesting.
Okay. Cap is 1 billion. So maybe like mid cap. Small to mid cap.
Yeah, small to mid cap. Wow. Why like that? What is this? The volume not so high, but the movement is strong. Okay, for this kind of stock, right? I will be wary of this date. So guys, this is the earnings date. 11th of May. You need to watch for this. I think this is where things will get a little bit dangerous. You don't know whether a stock, will be strong, and then suddenly over earnings, right? Then you gap down like that. Has it happened before? Yes, so many times. Let me just give you a classic example. Classic example. Is this stock strong? Is Twitter strong? By the looks of like that, is it strong or not? Strong lah. $24 climb to $52, just non-stop, right? Then after that, over earnings, you see what happened? Bam! Drop 15%. No! Those people that go and buy the breakout, dead. Not just beyond dead. By the time you open, it's below their stop loss. So sure die. So that's the reason why I have a personal rule. I don't hold over earnings. But this is not bad. This is really, really strong. But I really don't like the earnings that is coming on, which when is that? 2 weeks from now. So you have got a time target, hit and run. This kind without retracing, I also don't know how to enter. Honestly, without retracing, I don't know how to enter. First level of support will be obviously at the R2. If it goes down further, cannot go down further. It would have erased half of the rally. Then not much strength already. So if the R2 can hold, you go for a short, assuming this movement happens. I don't know why you have to go and search for the news. Why does it happen? I have no idea. But the target over here, it's about 150 lah. Not much meat. Okay, the price is a little low. This guy can see lah. Not my first choice, but yeah, still a strong stock, definitely. So this is Avery. Then
VEEV, Viva.
VE. Oh, this one. Ayo, this kind of I think the chart very ugly.
Hey, but Viva actually, I'm like based on my way of looking at chart, it's quite interesting. Actually, I like it.
See yours. See yours. How would you read it? Ah.
Of course, if you're talking about the general trend based on a daily time frame, then it's like a bit ugly here, very noisy. See up, down, up, down, up, down. But if you're just talking about like whether it's uptrend, it is still uptrend to me. Price is above the CPR. All right, price is above the cloud also. And right now it seems that price is holding at the cloud level here. All right, holding at the cloud level here. All right, so based on the daily time frame, it is also holding well at the yearly CPR. Yes, that's right, holding well at the yearly CPR. So you can see that price hit the yearly CPR and then rebounded. Okay, so actually, this is very similar to what I saw, like EA. Okay, Electronic Arts. Okay, I wanted to enter somewhere around here one, but I didn't enter this one. You can see it's very similar. Price above CPR, break above the cloud over here, tested the cloud again. Right, and then go higher. So I want to enter somewhere around here. But at that time, I was already holding quite a number of swing trade position already. So I don't want to add more. So I decided to give it a miss. Though I really wanted to enter because this is a wash. This is a rinse also, and at the support also. So I thought this is a good chance to enter, but I decided to give it a miss because, as I mentioned, I have quite a number of holdings already. I don't want to add more to the risk already. And market, I thought is at a high, market price at a high already, so I decided not to enter. So when I didn't enter, price just flew. What the hell? So right now it's a bit similar to the V bar. So you can see above CPR, above crown, test again. You see that kind of again. So it's something like that also. Something like that also. Okay, so yeah, for me, I will be quite keen to look at these stocks. Yeah, for me, that's for me. Yeah.
PR. Okay.
PayPal, Eugene Line.
PayPal. This one the price action a bit not so nicely. Okay, if you look at it, it's still relatively in the uptrend phase, getting solid rejected off R1, stronger than the market. Earnings coming on 5th of May, which is the immediate week. So should be after market close. So looking at this, I am not too, I don't know how to say, not too optimistic or confident about this. Just nice.
Very near to earnings also. I don't like it.
Yeah, too near earnings. Don't have any takeoff, any runway for you to take off. Even if you want to go, the only good scenario is, let's say you buy here. Okay, the only good scenario is after earnings you gap up, which is like a flip of coin. So there's no edge in that. It's just 50-50. Okay, there's no edge in that. So PayPal not so, but looking at the Visa, the more mainstream one, these are the strong one. This is post earnings already. Okay, Visa is post earnings. Then if you look at Mastercard just nice post earnings. In fact, I think the earnings was yesterday. So today there's a good pushback over at R1. This is something that we are AXP as well. AXP, this is strong. Just new high, waiting for a retest of R1. So in fact, besides PayPal, I would really look at a more mainstream AXP and Visa. These two are stronger, and Mastercard will be the third choice. All right. So that's for Eugene. Then BRKS. I think Sue is asking this. BRKS. This one also not bad. This one also quite strong.
Not too bad.
This is not too bad. Let me see. Volume a little low. 700K capitalization is reasonable. This is strong. And in a strong stock that is like that, now it's retesting. Seems to have bounced off. I think R2. Do you think R2 will be okay? Seems to be doing this.
But normally it's at a high, so I want a steeper pullback. Yeah, so I don't really like it.
You want a steeper. Plus the earnings is 10th of May, 2 weeks
earnings
from now.
So quite.
Yeah.
But now the runway also. Yeah.
Runway a bit short.
No much runway.
Correct. The runway a bit short. So this is Brooks. hopefully that's done. Don is asking, how do I determine strong stock? Sorry, I just saw the question. I'm clearing one by one. Visually, okay, visually, if you see a stock that is like going up, right? Like for example, if you compare this, compare to S&P 500, okay, S&P 500 still up there lah. Okay, still now it's still up. But let's say, how do I compare strong? Strong meaning is all about relativity. So like for example, BRKS. Okay, I think this is strong. This is strong. Why? Because the market the market is going, this stock is going. Is it stronger than the market? So for me, I do have something more tangible. For me, I refer to my strength meter. So strength meter wise, it tells me it's stronger than the market. So then it will be green. Or then obviously red color will be weaker than the market. So this is how I quantify it. But visually, okay, you have to just ask yourself this few questions. If the market is breaking new high, is the stock breaking new high? Or if the market go up by 1%, has the stock gone up by more than 1%? Or when the market dropped 1%, has it dropped lesser than by 1%? So that is the concept of relative strength that I'm referring to over here. So hopefully that answers your question. ASML is strong lah. ASML together with the rest of the TSM. Oh yeah, TSM, this one, I don't know why largest one somehow become like that. So they are developing their 3nm, 4nm, and 5nm nanometer chip. So I'm not too familiar with this, but the read of it is like there are a lot of possibilities, and they seems to be in a prime position for these new chips that are coming on for TSM. So ASML strong. Don't need to see it. This is definitely strong, and it's retesting the structure. So if you are in this, enjoy the ride. This ride is brilliant. Okay, just enjoy the ride. Higher low, higher high. So nothing has changed if you're in this. If you're not in this, a bit late also lah to you wait for a pullback first. Like what Alex mentioned. It's already near the top. You wait for this kind of pullback first. Then you consider lah. Oh, so ASML over there. Lulu is strong. Lulu is strong.
Let me see.
Lulu recently. Not the strongest among all the apparels, but not bad. You look at the structure.
Yeah, apparels are quite strong recently also.
Yeah. Everything apart. The Dick's Sporting Good. Dick's Sporting Good not moving.
Apparels, I'm holding Under Armour. I think we should also quite okay at Under Armour.
Under Armour, UA.
UA.
Oh, this is good, man. This is good. I missed out AEO. Such a waste. But now the chance is here. So AEO have a good run. Now the chance is here. Lulu is not bad. But obviously, if you compare to the rest, doesn't have much. Doesn't compare as well, definitely. Looking at this, we have a certain few levels to clear on Lulu. This gap here is definitely one of them, which is over here. Then probably somewhere around here, this is another one, which is where it's stuck right now. So whether it can clear this, that remains to be seen. So it's our job as a trader to react. It's not to predict. We are not fortune teller, okay? So you ask me whether you'll go up or not. I also don't know. I just react a lot. If you go up, I have a certain plan. If it comes down, I have a certain plan. I don't just, it's definitely going to go up one. I'm going to buy in advance. I don't have that kind of foresight. Every time I do that kind of thing, I fail one. Then I'll lose money. So now I learn how to react already. Just react. Don't anticipate.
So I think we are getting a bit late already. So I don't think we can answer all the stocks. So maybe Jay, you want to just go through another 3 more stocks. Oh, by the way, if we cannot answer all your stocks, don't get offended. Okay, because there are really too many stocks really.
McDonald, I love this. My own screener. My own screener. Please don't tell me what goes. Please don't ask me what goes behind the filter. But this McDonald, I love it. Okay, it is the only counter that shows up here tonight. So this one I like it. In fact, I'm loving it. So why? New high, new cluster. Okay, new high, new cluster. Retested, new launch. Then again, launch again. So is it going to be a slow grind? Yes. McDonald tends to be the bullish. Let me see if I can find. Let me see. Let me see. Let me pull up some of my research. Where's McDonald? Oh, there's McDonald there. So don't have. Okay, fine. Then I'll go for memory. From McDonald, right? Usually is March, April. That's the strongest. November is super strong. When it goes to May, you need to be wary a little bit. Right now, it's the strongest. If you're already in, okay. If you are in, then good. Okay, if you are in, then good. Looking at a pivot, bouncing off R1, I think it still has some room to go lah. Okay, I think it's some room to go. Easily the stronger ones among the bigger companies. So this is still good. Right, the trend if you're already in. If you're not in, right, be wary because the timing window has already passed. May, June, a bit sketchy lah for McDonald lah. Like half like that one. There's no age lah. November, yes. April, March, April, yes. So yeah, March is in here. So Gabriel, I think Gabriel, Angela, Eugene, you have a good idea what am I talking about, right? So March, April, yeah, this is very good month. But moving forward, if you're not in, don't chase. That's all I say. Okay, WBA. So second last one. WBA. This one. What do you think of this, Alex?
WBA.
Not bad lah.
WBA right now is at the pivot level already. So let me see. I think okay.
There. Yep. You show yours. You want to show your screen? I think this is quite interesting.
Okay. So it actually tested. Okay, so KLC price actually hit the CPR, rebounded CPR, not over here. Then is I think hitting at the CPR, but price is not actually really moving. It's just stagnant there. So it's like 50-50 lah. So of course, if you're talking about trigger, when price actually come down to here and then break the previous day high, technically you could enter like today or yesterday. So to me, I like those stocks that come down, right? And after that, you go up one. So like tested a few days here that CPI and not moving higher. That is a bit suspicious to me. So so to me, it's like I will skip and look for other better stocks. And if you are not sure, then just skip. For me, I'm not sure, then I'll skip. So for the WBA, the trend is still up. It's still uptrend, but you can take a bet lah if you really want to lah. So it's a good time to go long if you really think you want to try it because it's at the CPR level. Yeah, that's my take.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm looking through what James has typed. CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is just sideways. So very quickly. CrowdStrike sideways. For me, I will strike it off by literally sideways. There's no uptrend or whatsoever. Same thing is for Amazon. Looks like Amazon is going to break out of the previous all-time high. Looks like, but it's getting a good run from there lah. Okay, record earnings. I believe it was very good earnings yesterday. So again, post earnings high and low first. Without that, I'm not going to get into Amazon. All right. So the rest of you
is asking about Dodge. I don't know. I don't know how to analyze Dodge.
That one is I don't know. I just fly like that. Then when Tesla, Elon Musk say I'm a Dodge master, then the thing fly again. I'm like, I also don't know how to buy that kind of thing.
Talking about crypto, today Bitcoin is running, rallying. It's up 5% today, 5.5% today. Bitcoin.
Yeah. For me, personally, let me end on with this last one. Okay. I'm looking at this. I'm really looking at this. IQV. IQV. IQVIA Holdings. IQVIA Holdings. I'm looking at this. This is a no-brainer. Strong. It's very strong. So I'm just waiting for the right price to get in this.
So strong. So how do you plan to enter?
We have a post-earnings gap, right? So right now we have a high. We have a post-earnings high. I want to see how does it react to this post-earning low. then
The price pullbacks are.
correct. Before that happens, I'm not going to do anything. So if it breaches, okay, if it breaches, I will have a small, likely have a small, that kind of breakout trade over there, but it will be a small one. If it comes over here, right, and tested this and support, so I will be more interested in that rather than buying breakout right now. Now the market not so keen for breakout. So this is something that I will be very keen in. IQV, which comes out in my this week's list as well.
So what does IQV do?
I honestly have no idea. It came out on my list a few times already this year. Services,
IQV,
healthcare services, healthcare services.
Research IQV.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Sector under healthcare, industry under diagnostic and research. Market cap is about 45 billion.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I've never heard of this stock actually.
Yeah, this year came out a few times already. This year came out a few times in my list. So post earnings, good result. So see how does it react lah? How does it react? Okay, so this is my parting gift to all of you. I wish all of you have a good holiday. It's a long weekend. Tomorrow is the Labor Day, so enjoy your day off with your family. And I'm really not expecting still over 100 people still watching now at 1:30 a.m. Really nicer than Netflix.
Say you guys deserve 100 shares. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So guys, if you find good value, please help us share this video. Like this video, send us lots of love, help us share out this. Sharing is free. So we have gave unconditionally to you over the past 2 hours. In fact, I think we overrun by a lot.
Yeah, normally I thought it's like we will do 1 hour only. So normally I'll do 1 hour lah. So with Jay, I know sure overrun one.
Why like that?
All right, yeah. So So as I just mentioned, right, so it's a long weekend. So I hope you guys have a good weekend and thank you for tuning in. One last call. So if you guys haven't registered for the Market Insights Virtual Summit, all right, since we're already here, so it will be held in July 20. So it's the 10 and 11 of July 2021. So Michael Covel and Tom Basso will be the keynote speakers. Tom Basso, of course, is the original market wizard, and Michael Covel is the best-selling author of the book Trend Following. So let me share the link again once more in the comments. All right, in the comments. And one more time is that I've talked about this ETF industry list over here, which I've curated. All right, so if you are not inside our Telegram channel, somehow if you don't use Telegram, you want to get this list, all right, just enter your email address on this page. I will send you the list. Let me get you the link also, all right. So I posted in the comments as well, all right. So I think that's all for me today. Any last words from Jay?
No, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
All right, so I think that's all for today. So it's already 1:35 a.m. in the morning already. So have a good rest, go and sleep, okay? Go and sleep. And one more time, cotton doesn't come from sheep, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys. Bye-bye.